Have you ever encountered someone who flips from calm to furious over a small comment? You've witnessed narcissistic rage. Dive into its intricacies in this video, exploring the triggers behind their emotional storms. 1. No. Narcissists have this exaggerated sense of self-importance. So when someone says no to them, it's like a punch to that fragile ego. Dr. Les Carter, a psychologist, likens this reaction to a child throwing a tantrum when they can't get their way. In a way, narcissists never immensely grew out of that phase where they want to be the center of the universe. So, when someone tells a narcissist no, it's like saying, "Sorry, you're not the center of my world right now." They can't handle it because it shatters their illusion of grandiosity. Understanding this dynamic is essential if you're dealing with a narcissist. Saying no to them can lead to drama and conflict. But remember, setting boundaries is healthy, and you have every right to do it. Just be prepared for their reaction, and don't let their rage manipulate you into changing your mind. 2. Why? Dr. Ramani Durvasula, a renowned clinical psychologist, says, "Narcissists don't like getting challenged because they feel entitled to special treatment. When you ask why, you're implying they should justify their actions, which threatens their self-image. It's like you're challenging a king about his decisions in his kingdom. He's used to being unquestioned, and when you ask why, it's like you're saying, 'Hey, Your Highness, why did you do that?' That doesn't sit well with a narcissist. Moreover, narcissists often lack self-awareness. They might not even understand why they do certain things themselves." Another expert in this field, Dr. Craig Malkin, explains, "Narcissists may react to why questions with rage because they're uncomfortable facing their insecurities. They'd rather lash out than admit they don't have all the answers." 3. So what? When you say "so what" to a narcissist, it's like a tiny bomb going off in their ego. It challenges their self-importance and can make them feel like their opinions or actions don't matter, and that can set off a strong emotional reaction. Dr. Craig Malkin once said, "Narcissists can't stand feeling insignificant, invisible, or like they don't matter. They'll do whatever it takes to protect their fragile self-worth." So, when you ask "so what" to a narcissist, you question the importance or the value of what they're saying or doing. It can lead to them getting upset, defensive, or even trying to prove themselves even more. 4. Why not? "Why not" is a phrase that can trigger what experts call narcissistic rage in people with a solid, narcissistic personality. They have an inflated sense of self-importance and a need for admiration, aiming to appear perfect and superior. Questioning their decisions or actions with a simple "why not" threatens their self-image. Narcissists struggle with criticism or any hint of being wrong, often responding aggressively to protect their fragile self-esteem. Dr. Ramani notes that narcissists are hypersensitive to anything challenging their grandiose self-image, making "why not" an attack on their perceived perfection. It can lead to defensive, angry, or blame-shifting reactions when triggered. 5. Let it go. When you tell a narcissist to let it go, you're asking them to let go of something they believe is essential, even if it's trivial or a minor disagreement. It can significantly threaten their ego because it challenges their sense of superiority and control. The narcissist often wants to maintain dominance in a relationship. When you tell them to let it go, you're challenging that control, and they may see it as a threat to their power. Conversely, others often use the phrase "let it go" to encourage conflict resolution and moving on from disagreements. However, it clashes with the narcissist's desire to be correct. Hello viewers? Did you know 80% of you haven't subscribed? If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Your support means a lot. Now let's continue. 6. Stop. The word stop can be significant because it implies control, restraint, or limitation, which narcissists typically don't like. They want to be in control and have things their way. When you tell a narcissist to stop or challenge their behavior, it's like poking at their fragile ego. They often perceive it as an attack on their grandiose self-image. It can trigger what's known as narcissistic rage. They might become defensive, angry, or even try to belittle you in response. Narcissists don't know when to stop talking or doing something offensive to someone because they don't respect boundaries. 7. Wait. The word wait can trigger narcissists because it implies delay, patience, or putting their needs on hold. Narcissists typically have a strong sense of entitlement and believe others should prioritize their desires above all else. So, hearing wait contradicts their belief that they should always come first. Dr. Ramani often talks about how narcissists tend to seek instant gratification. They want what they want, and they want it now. Waiting is anathema to this desire. Narcissists often have a deep need for control in their relationships and interactions. When you ask them to be patient, it can feel like losing control over the situation, which unsettles them. 8. You're wrong. Narcissists build up this grandiose self-image to protect themselves from feelings of inadequacy. So when someone challenges their ideas or actions by saying, "You're wrong," it can directly attack their inflated self-esteem. Sometimes when you tell a narcissist they're wrong, they might flip it around and accuse you of being the wrong one. It's a defense mechanism called projection, where they project their faults onto others to protect their self-image. Using different communication strategies to interact more effectively with a narcissist is often advisable. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," you can express your thoughts and feelings less aggressively. Dr. Wendy Behary, another expert in this field, talks about using I statements to express your perspective without directly attacking theirs. 9. Be open-minded. When you tell a narcissist to be open-minded, you're challenging their view of themselves as all-knowing or superior. It can trigger what experts call narcissistic rage. Dr. Ramani says, narcissistic individuals often struggle with criticism or challenges to their grandiose self-image. When you suggest they should be open-minded, it can be perceived as an attack on their perceived superiority, triggering their defensive and angry reactions. Saying be open-minded might not be the best choice, as it can provoke their narcissistic tendencies. Instead, try to frame things in a way that doesn't directly challenge their ego, focusing on collaboration and empathy to promote a healthier conversation. 10. Youre Insecure. The phrase "you're insecure" touches upon the Achilles heel of narcissists, their deep-seated insecurity. Nobody likes to hear someone telling them they're insecure, but this is incredibly triggering for a narcissist. They work hard to project an image of invincibility and superiority, so when someone hints that they might have insecurities, it's like poking a hole in their carefully constructed facade. Erik Erikson, a German-American psychologist, has explored the idea of ego identity, and for narcissists, any suggestion that they might be insecure contradicts their ideal self-image. We've learned that narcissists have a fragile sense of self, and those tiny triggers can set off a firestorm of anger and defensiveness. Understanding those little words can empower you to navigate challenging relationships more effectively. Just remember to stay true to yourself, and if all else fails, seek professional help to cope with the complex dynamics that narcissism can bring into your life. Watch another helpful video over here. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel.